people?
No, I'm watching and I'm waiting.
Uh, this is Dr. Shivara from the PlayStation Vortex podcast. We've got a special guest, the one, the only Tornado freaking Screw. He's like the resident, or you say, simulation racing prodigy, along with GTA 5 simp who has no life while playing that game, who has put in thousands upon thousands of hours. Give it up to Tornado Screw, everyone. What's up,
All
Tornado? What
right.
have you been gaming?
Oh yeah, and in fact, I'm actually doing that now. By the way, good morning from my end to everyone else that's listening. As we speak right now, I'm actually kind of grinding my ass off on GT7, and I'm still on GTA though. By the way, there's something about the game I can't let go. So there's that. Um. Oh, by the
Tornado.
way, yeah. You first, up. You first.
Yeah. So, anyways, we made a few changes. So, before talking about those
I'm
changes
seeing it.
and boring people off the chat right away, let's get into the meat and potatoes of why we are here tonight. This is not a podcast. We are not going to have our full crew. So, here we go. We got basically, I've been PlayStation Plus Deluxe member since couple of days. I subscribed to it for a month on the Asian PlayStation Network account, which I opened recently. I've not run into any sort of issues while like
Oh,
subscribing
that's good.
or
That's good.
using, downloading trials, classic
Nice.
games, Ubisoft Plus classics, even what do you say, old ass games. I've never run into a single problem right now. But I'm gonna address this in a proper way, more than what these influencers, ambassadors, or whatever
Oh
you want to
God,
call them,
damn again.
even websites like IGN, they only focus on negative shit when it's Sony and only on positive shit when it's Microsoft. Screw those guys. Here we are
Indeed.
transparent. I'm gonna call out Sony if they pull some bullshit, nonsense kind of shit. We don't give two fucks about these mega corporations. Don't you agree, Tornado? We don't give a
Eh,
flying fuck of who they are. We just support
yep.
things which make us happy, which give us sources of entertainment, which makes us get into a service, get into a game, get into something which can cure our itch for gaming, which is like one of the best, most inclusive sources of entertainment across the globe, which is an active sport. It's not fucking passive like watching Netflix and chill,
Oh no.
right?
Millions of people, man, are on it.
Yeah.
Millions of people. We're
So
not the
what I'm
only
saying
ones.
here is, in this video today, this is gonna be a mini episode. Might be around like 30-40 minutes, give or take. So I'm gonna talk about my experience with PlayStation Plus Deluxe or Premium, you can call it elsewhere, and how Sony is dishing out their take on the service market. Is this a Game Pass killer? Nope. This is not at all something which can compete with anything. This is like completely unique. It's like Nintendo Online. So basically, what I'm saying is it more? Does it provide more value than Game Pass or Nintendo Online? Absolutely fucking yes. With the bare bones lineup which I have right now, I'm accessing all those games. I'm gonna talk about them soon.
Can you
Just with
imagine?
this
Bare bones
fucking
is already
list,
fantastic.
just with
Fuck
this
me.
fucking list, you're saving so much moolah. Fuck, there are like over like so many goddamn $70 games which are still around like 55-60 bucks on the market if you want to buy, like for instance Demon Souls, the PlayStation 5 version. Then we got like Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, Death Stranding
Holy
Director's Cut.
shit, that's included as well.
Yep, Death Stranding Director's
Damn.
Cut, as well as the regular version for the PS4 folk. And then we've got like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which might be around 30 bucks right now, the market value, but still it's included. And then we got
Holy
Returnal.
shit.
Fuck you. I cannot get a storefront which sells Returnal for less than 50 bucks right now. I don't think so.
And it's included in the
Yeah,
service.
it's included in the service. See,
Damn.
I've just booted up my PlayStation 5. I'm just gonna go
All right,
through.
all right.
Uh, Let me address this step by step, right? So first, I'm
Yeah.
gonna talk about What exactly is this? This is basically PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now bundled into one. That is the simplest way to put this. It's neither a Game Pass killer, nor this is anything which is trying to compete with anyone. Why the fuck does the topper in a class need to compete with anyone? He's the number one, right?
Doc, can I say something on that? Just something to add to it, eh?
Yeah, you add it, and
Basic.
then I'm gonna go ahead with it. Yeah, man.
All right, right. Basically, when Hiroki Totoki said like we're not interested in putting our content in a subscription service, that's the moment when they differentiated and distanced themselves from their competitor. That's all I'm gonna say.
Totally.
Nothing more. That's
Absolutely.
all I'm gonna say.
100%. You hit the nail on the coffin of Xbox right there. So, the before getting into the nitty gritty of different tiers and how do you subscribe and how you go through the shit, so I'm gonna say that one of the most beautiful aspects about this is extending. This is a service which wants to keep you in the PlayStation ecosystem beyond the amazing AAA $70 games, around like 3 to 4 games which Sony is planning to release every year. Xbox has promised, but they have never done it. So, the most beautiful aspect is this service is not gonna hamstring the quality of upcoming first party AAA games, which is the
Facts.
biggest important point which differentiate this from Game Pass or Nintendo Online or whatever the fuck. So the main advantage is the next God of War Ragnarok will not be here day and date. It'll whether it's gonna be here at all hasn't been confirmed yet. So don't get get your socks wet, your dicks hard, and don't wait for games to drop on a service like the six
Nope.
fucks who do on Xbox, right? That's
Hiroki
the
Totoki's
main
quote,
point
people.
which is holding them
That's all
back.
I'm
Don't you
saying.
agree, Tornado?
Oh
The
yeah.
main thing is even if they spend like $200 million for the next Starfield or $300 million in producing the next most expansive open world amazing game, they are not even getting breadcrumbs from their own loyal fan base who have been singing to the top through the top of their lungs, waiting for Starfield. See what happened?
Yep.
It got delayed. Why?
Yep.
Because even if it was pushed into the service, people would have criticized it because of so many bugs and shit like that, and nobody is willing to
I was
pay a
gonna
dime
say.
for it.
Exactly. The quality wouldn't be up to standard for those people. And they'd be like, you know what? I'm going to unsubscribe. Even if the game were to release, like you said, Doc, they would leave.
Ah,
Simple as.
totally, totally.
People wouldn't see the value in it. And we've
So
been saying that for years, eh?
absolutely. So this makes a lot of sense. It actually fits the PlayStation, what do you say, portfolio of quality over quantity. So
Yep.
first and foremost,
Facts.
here we go. I'm gonna run this down step by step for people to make it easy because this service hasn't yet launched in almost like over 90% of the world right now. It's only
Yep.
out in Asian territories. So right now in Malaysia, in Singapore, I guess, as well as in Hong Kong, in certain parts of
Mm-hmm.
China and Korea, it's
All
up.
right.
So I have subscribed to PlayStation Plus Deluxe, which replaces the PlayStation Plus Premium elsewhere because PlayStation Now never launched in these territories. So what they're
Okay.
going to do is instead of they are not going to put any streamable games, usually the PlayStation 3 games, which are the only
Mm-hmm.
set of games which are stream only. They cannot be downloaded. That is still a bummer, but that's how it is.
Okay.
So because they are not including PlayStation 3 games and there's not going to be an option to download them or even be included in the service, they have made a
Mm-hmm.
separate category for the higher tier and they've named it PlayStation Plus Deluxe. Main
Okay.
advantage, the only like saving grace for Deluxe over Premium is because they are not getting a whole bunch of games, the PS3 games, right? So they have deducted the price and they might
Mm-hmm.
end up giving a couple games more compared to other places wherein the PS Plus Premium is located. So, anyways,
Okay.
without further ado, I'm gonna address this with every single category. First and foremost, once you boot up Deluxe, you can go through the video which is running right now on YouTube while I'm speaking. So hope you like the new layout, Tornado. We
Yep,
got the
I'm looking at it right now. So
PS Vortex
yeah, not
custom
bad.
badges. The one beautiful thing about this PS Vortex custom badges is I put in a lot of effort and programmed them and included them on the YouTube algorithm in such a way that if someone clicks
All
that
right,
join button, there is a join button right next to my, what do you say, our channel name, the PS Vortex. Beside like subscribe, there is this
nice.
join. If you hit on that join button, you can join either of the three tiers. There is bronze, silver, and platinum. Even if you join bronze for as low as a fucking dollar for a month, I think $2, I guess. So I'll just tell you the pricing of this. It's like I need to convert the currency. Anyways, so even if you join for the base tier, you're gonna get the custom badges as well as the custom emojis. The beautiful thing about the custom badges is you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have access to the PS1 badge the moment you join a PS Vortex membership just for a month. The longer you stay being a member, for instance, you stay for 6 months, your badge is gonna be upgraded to PlayStation 2 custom badge. How cool is that?
Oh,
And
that's
then
pretty cool.
after 1 year, it's gonna go to PS3, PS4. It's gonna be a fucking 2 years time until you reach that PS5. So best of luck for all our loyal people. I've got like almost 1.6 k subscribers right now. So if anyone finds value, if you want to support us, so it is not at all what do you say, mandatory. Whether you like it, you do it. If not, we are gonna deliver the content like usual because we are passionate. Don't you agree, Tornado? Haven't we been doing this shit since the past year, and we've
Oh
been
yeah,
loving
I've been around for a long, long time, bro.
a long
I've been
time, and it's
keeping
amazing
my eye on a
here.
lot of
A little
stuff,
bit of
though.
support doesn't hurt, but still,
True.
whether you opt into these memberships or these emojis to get these perks, it does not reduce or limit the output of videos from PS Vortex. Let me be clear. This is just an optional gig. You guys can support me if you like. Every channel out there on YouTube is doing it right now. So I just wanted to like have this inclusive community. I don't want a bunch of pussy ass fanboys or console war enthusiasts here. If you
Oh
really
boy.
like what we're doing, you can support us either by super chat or even with this, and you get these custom emojis which says "Salt Overload," "Xbox sucks T-flops,"
I
PlayStation
see them.
5 for the win, number one, and then triggered. So these emojis and badges are gonna grow as the channel grows, as the number of members grow. As the number of members grow, I'll be given more options to add more emojis and become more inclusive with you people. Anyways, with all fuck this bullshit, fuck PS Vortex. Let's talk about PlayStation Plus Deluxe. So I'm gonna
Damn
run you
right.
down real quick, Tornado, because you're waiting for the Netherlands launch, right? When is it happening?
Yes, yes. That's going to be on, I believe, the 22nd or the 23rd of June. So, like I said, it's going to be another 4 or 5 weeks
Oh
for me
my
of
god.
waiting, though.
Even in India, it's gonna launch on like 23rd of June. I am with you there.
Okay,
I'm with you
so
there. So
you made an account. You're one of the lucky ones, so I'm just going to wait it out.
yeah,
So,
either of it is fine, man. Anyways, I just wanted to have this because I've been waiting for this service, right? I wanted to cover it. I was extremely excited. But I have been shut down in so many regards. I'm pissed off at some of the things I'm seeing here. I'm gonna address that. This is not
okay,
like
okay.
a channel. PS Vortex is not a channel wherein we simp for mega corporations. I don't
No, no,
give,
no. If
as I
something's
said,
bad, you'll hear it from us. If
yeah,
something's good,
I'm
you'll
gonna
hear
give
that
the
from us too.
criticism.
It's that simple.
Not giving the benefit of doubt anywhere. We just want results. So, here are the categories I'm going to go through real quick. Once you
All right.
subscribe to PlayStation Plus Deluxe, you're going to be having everything unlocked. We've got game trials, classics
Mm-hmm.
catalog, games catalog, PS Plus collection, monthly games, exclusive discounts, exclusive packs, online multiplayer, game help, and cloud storage. So,
Okay.
every one of you guys who are having PlayStation Plus will be carried over to PlayStation Plus Essential. So
Okay.
all these things will be carried on. I was like wondering whether they're gonna remove all the games which were there on the PlayStation Plus collection, but I'm happy to
Mm-hmm.
announce that every single goddamn game on the PlayStation Plus collection is still there to be claimed. So they haven't removed
Oh,
anything.
that's
That's
nice.
great to know. We got some banger games out there, around like 20 titles, which are incredible. So that is like the best welcome pack for anyone who is not in the PlayStation ecosystem. For imagine a PC player or an Xbox guy or a Nintendo guy jumping onto
Hmm.
PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4. This is a fucking no-brainer. You're getting Uncharted, you're getting Last of Us, a remaster, you're getting God of War, you're getting Until Dawn, and
Holy
what
shit.
else? Even which is that one game from Quantic Dream, Detroit
Oh,
Become Human,
yeah,
then
exactly.
Crash, Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, Mortal Kombat 10, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, Monster Hunter World, Resident Evil 7, Battlefield 1, The Last Guardian, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Days Gone, Batman Arkham Knight, Infamous Second Son, Bloodborne, Ratchet and Clank 2016. Fuck. Isn't this a
So
banger list, man? Fuck
I
it.
was gonna say, anyone that just jumps in on a PS5, you got one just now recently.
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell me and sit there like, hey, I'm short of games. Man, fuck that shit. You got a lot to play.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
So this main advantage of this is the moment you subscribe to PlayStation Plus, essential. So this everything is included in essential. You need not upgrade to extra or deluxe slash premium. So I'm gonna say this as premium instead of like bringing in more doubt for the people in the chat, because like people, what the fuck? There is one dude who's like, what the fuck is deluxe? I never heard about it. I was only talking about PS Plus Premium. From where the fuck did deluxe come? Oh my god, it is only exclusive to certain countries. Being in US, I'm pissed. People, they do not read sometimes. Anyways, here we go. I'm just gonna call it
Right.
premium for this, for the sake of this video. Is it okay for you, Nelson?
You
Tornado?
mean tornado?
Sorry.
Yeah, it
Nelson
works
is
for
in
me
the
though.
chat here on YouTube. He says 16 times the fuckery Todd fucking Howard. Oh, what's up, Nelson? He chose violence today. So, first and foremost, I was talking about the game trials, right? I'm going to talk
Yeah.
about the games which are included right now on the Asian PlayStation Plus Premium. See, these game trials are only included in the premium tier. They are not included in extra or the essential. Hope I'm clear. So,
Ah,
the games
okay.
included are Horizon Forbidden West, Cyberpunk
That's a big deal.
2077. The
Yeah.
biggest surprise for me looking at this shit was
Hmm.
screw them. Horizon Forbidden West and Cyberpunk 2027, which are open world games, have a 5-hour game trial. How cool is that?
Well, for one, for starters, if people are actually in doubt and like, hey, should I put money down on the game? I mean, 5 hours is a considerable long amount of time to
Absolutely.
actually get used to a game, and you be able to actually kind of evaluate for yourself, like, hey, should I put money in this game or not? I mean,
Yeah.
5 hours is enough time to actually dive into a game and have a look at it.
Nelson says, stupid people make me angry. Bots are like my Hulk juice. As I said, Nelson is not in a good mood right now. Hope Nelson, if you're listening on Discord, if you can hop on, if at all you're free, absolutely go ahead and do that.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm also here, man. I'm
yeah,
also here.
Tornado
Like I
or
said, I was a day off,
good
so.
friend, the OG PS Vortex founders are is here. So next up, after Cyberpunk and Horizon Forbidden West, both
Hmm.
being 5-hour limited time, what do you say, game trials. And for all the dumb fucks out there who are saying, "Oh, the PlayStation gamers are paying for demos," put a pinpoint needle up your ass. You are dumb as fuck. Demos are different. Game trials are different. The main There are like one disadvantage and one advantage for this, right? For a demo, you end up like downloading for instance, say a certain part of a level. It is like a fractured experience. You're not exactly playing from the beginning of the game, right from the when the credits start rolling. You just play a
You get a
part
small little
segment of the
portion of
game
it.
whichever the
Yeah.
developer decides. And moreover,
Exactly.
one advantage is the size of the game will be considerably smaller. For instance, if you consider like the demo for Uncharted Legacy of Thieves, if they end up doing it, the size of the demo will be around like 10-15 gigs max, right? But with these game trials, one small disadvantage is you need to end up downloading the entire fucking game. So basically, you're downloading. I'm just gonna mention the size of these games for perspective.
Hmm.
Horizon Forbidden
Yeah,
West
that one.
right now is sitting at 187 gigs.
So that's pretty much the complete game.
So
That is if you choose to put money
yeah,
into it, eh?
it's like downloading the whole game, but the
Yeah,
license is locked and you're unable to access it
exactly.
beyond like that 5 hour limit for these two games. Cyberpunk is 154 gigs. So this is a disadvantage because you need to download the whole shit. But
Hmm.
one more advantage is you're gonna get that initial feel which is properly built as to how the game has to be experienced. You're gonna
True.
start off in the right way, on the right foot, the
There's
way
Nelson.
you end up doing if you buy the game. So game trials are
Hmm.
basically there is a countdown timer. Once you hit that timer, you're gonna be logged out of playing that game. That's how it is. So let me
Okay.
go through the list. Every single game here is supported for 2 hours. You can
Hmm.
access every game for 2 hours. That is the limit, apart from these two games. So here are the list of the games: Horizon Forbidden West, Cyberpunk, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection,
Hmm.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, nice. Then we've got Hot Wheels Unleashed. It's a
Hmm.
amazing game, man. The kind of effort they put in into making this game, like if you're a Lego enthusiast, I think this is a no-brainer. Then we got Lego City Undercover, Biomutant, Farming Simulator 22, MotoGP 22. Then we got The Cruel King and The Great Hero. This is a Korean Chinese game. It doesn't support English right now. Then we got
Okay.
LX2, Crusader Kings 3, WWE 2K22, and Cadaverse for Dinner, which is like a indie game which is Chinese only right now. So these
Hmm.
are the games which have been included right now for game trials. So it's a good list.
Okay.
As they mentioned, the list is going to be updated every 15 days or a month, however they say fit. And next, moving on to the next category. This is a part. See, game trials are good. It's great because it gives you the opportunity. So people are saying game trials are not good. They are free. Why the fuck is PlayStation charging them? Okay, here's my question, motherfuckers. Where is my game trial? Right? Where is my game trial for Elden Ring? See?
Bingo.
Fuck you.
There's very few, and they're not even
Oh,
trials. They're
Nelson is
demos.
here. What's up, man?
Yep.
He's
Yeah, they're not even
upstairs.
trials. They're demos. So they're picking the part of the game you want to play too.
Yeah. So
So you might get a demo for 20 minutes, and that 20 minutes was the best part of the game. The rest of the game sucks ass.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
that
it
makes sense.
doesn't paint the perfect picture as to what the game represents, correct? if
Yeah,
you if you give a boss
Sounds about right.
fight if you give just a boss fight 20 minutes demo, it's not going to be a representative of the whole game. So uh I was talking about this, right? Let's get into the little bit bad and then we're going to talk about the ugly. The bad aspect
Okay.
here is I was expecting a bigger update to the library instead of whatever they've done regarding the
Hmm.
updates they have made to the classic games, like adding rewind support, adding insta save. You can save anywhere, you can rewind
Yeah, that was a
anytime
pretty cool
at any
feature.
frame. That is incredible. They've given you a bunch of options for filters and what do you say, aspect ratios for TVs of all sizes. And
Oh
I'm a
yeah, four
huge
by
fan
three,
of
16 by
this
10. Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of this stretch mode, widescreen stretch mode,
Oh
where
yeah,
it's gonna
full
fill
screen you
your
mean?
entire fucking
Yeah.
screen. So these are quality of life changes, and not to mention trophy support for some of the games. It's really huge for like trophy enthusiasts because you're basically getting two sets of platinum trophies, the two entire sets of trophies, because you're getting dual entitlement over PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. For instance, games like
Oh
Jack
yeah.
and Daxter, even Splinter Cell, All these games you can download for the PS4 as well as the PS5. If you go through the game twice, you can get 2 sets of trophies. So that's incredible news. Let's get to the bad
For the
news.
trophy hunters
The
under us.
bad
Yeah.
news is the bare bones fucking library. They could have taken some more time and effort into putting this. This was one of the biggest gripes we had. I think Nelson has subscribed to PS Now, right? Since a long
Yeah,
time. You gotta
not
agree,
long,
man.
like 2 years.
This is like fucking bullshit. We've got like I'm just gonna count it. 5 threes of 15, 17 PlayStation Portable. Fuck you. Where are the remaining games? I agree this is a rollout which is happening globally. It's gonna take time. But why the fuck is Sony showing
Mm-hmm.
a middle finger to the Asian crowd? Why the fuck are these dudes forced to accept this service at the proper price but getting shafted by the number of games which are included here? I agree there is so much of legal stuff included, there is so much of optimization included, there is so much of what do you say, licenses which have to be like sorted out. I agree. If you cannot sort that shit out, postpone the membership to next month. Why the fuck not release PlayStation Plus
Well,
Premium for even Asia next month once all the shit is ready and ready to, like, what do you say, ship? See, basically 17 games across like thousands upon thousands of strong library of PlayStation 1, 2 and PSP. That is
mm-hmm.
lackluster. So this is one of the reasons I was interested in the PlayStation Plus service premium, because anyways, if there is any game under the sun for the PlayStation 4 and 5, me, Nelson, or even Tornado, we would have bought it already.
True.
Any game which would have tickled our fancy, we would have bought it. The only reason we are hyped up for this service is that because I've got all my consoles locked up in my storage room in the basement or some cellar. They have been gathering dust somewhere. The PlayStation 1, 2, 3, even the PlayStation 4, PS4 Slim, even the PS Vita, PSP, PSP Go, the Super Slim. I've got a whole bunch of PlayStation consoles which I cannot recover right now, which I cannot even go and find, have the trouble to go and find the library of games, the physical games which I have. I've lost interest in that shit. Now, with the beautiful advent of, what do you say, 21st century, the media, the internet, the power of the PlayStation 5 and 4, with the PS Plus, this is what I was expecting from Sony. Fuck it, I'm gonna pay for this shit. Let them not give me the games which I've already bought, that is fine. But they are not giving anything. There's just Jack and Daxter, Toy Story 2, Oddworld, Worms
Hmm.
World Party, Worms Armageddon, Tekken 2, Mr. Driller, Everybody's Golf, Kurushi, Ape Escape, Echochrome, Jumping Flash, Siphon Filter, and Wild Arms. That's it. That's fucking it.
I'm missing a few games though, and I'd say from my perspective, PS1 era.
Yeah.
And sure, like you said, licensing is an issue, but games like a Metal Gear Solid or a Vagrant Story, or like I said, the entire trilogy of Tekken, which was released on PS1, Tekken 1, 2, and 3, it's absent. It's missing. I find that weird. I
See,
mean, you're
I'm not
ignoring the games
nitpicking at
that kind of
Sony.
Well,
As
made
you
your
said,
platform.
Tornado, you made an amazing point that time. Tekken 3 is like the better game. It's better
That was
in
the big one.
every single way, shape, or form than Tekken
Yeah,
1 and 2. I don't see a reason
that
for
is the
putting them
big
Tekken
one.
2 over Tekken 3. I
I don't
played.
Yeah.
think Tekken 3 will go in there because that was in the PlayStation 1 classics.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Banda or Namco might have just said no
Hmm.
It's a shame
Might
though. I
be.
mean,
because
that game.
they
That,
got a cut out of that money. Why wouldn't they want him to
see,
port it?
don't you
I don't
agree,
know.
Tornado, Nelson? Here's my question, right? So they've basically made 3 tiers, right? Why the fuck not make only 2 tiers, like PlayStation Plus Essential and PlayStation Plus Extra, and call it a day? You include all the PlayStation 4 games, all the PlayStation 5 games, a few of the streamable PS3 games, and call it a day. Do not dabble and extend your service into premium model and what do you say, promise us 300 plus games across PlayStation, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation Portable, and deliver only 17 fucking games at launch for Asia. I'm not talking about the global scale here. They are still
Nah.
charging them the full price despite having only 17 legacy games. This is unacceptable. This
The
is
big question,
absolutely bullshit.
Doc,
And
I'd say
to
the
add
big
more
question is,
salt
what
to
are
the
we gonna get?
injury, this there is this huge outrage which is happening on like Reddit in like few people who have stacked PlayStation Plus for, say, you have
That was
stacked
my
till
next
what time,
question, indeed.
Tornado? You have stacked
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus till?
Yes, 2031, man. And that
Yeah,
was my next question, actually,
2031.
because
Fuck.
the last time I took my information out of that, I was under the belief that for every year I would get 183 days back worth of PlayStation Plus Premium on my accounts, right? And
Hmm.
now I'm seeing this bullshit like I need to pay extra on top of what I have, and I'm like, wait a minute,
So
that's not a
let me
fair
make it
deal.
clear for you. I'll make it crystal clear. Let there be no any confusion out there because I want this point to be made across. Here's the deal. What Sony said is the existing members who have subscribed to PlayStation Plus, who have stacked it.
Yeah,
Now, before
like
going
me.
into PlayStation Plus, let me make it clear from the perspective of both PS Plus and PS Now.
All
The
right.
existing members of PlayStation Now will be directly ported to PlayStation Plus Premium, the highest tier, without
Okay.
having to do anything. Got it? But
Yeah.
they have uh, avoided the ability to stack PlayStation Now after they have announced PlayStation Plus Premium. Hope I'm clear till
Hmm.
now. So you cannot stack PS Now right now, but whatever PS Now you have stacked will be converted to PlayStation Plus Premium. Hope I'm clear. Moving on, for people who have subscribed to PlayStation Plus and stacked them for multiple years, right?
That's me.
They'll be directly ported to the lowest tier, which is the PlayStation Plus Essential. Got it?
Oof.
Basically, PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Plus
Well, that's what you're getting
Essential.
now.
Yeah,
So there's no change.
yeah, PlayStation Plus Essential are basically the same. They are essentially the same, pun intended. Next, we've got
Oof.
PlayStation
You're
Plus
not losing or
Extra.
getting anything.
Next, we
I
got
know.
PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium, right? If you want to
Mm-hmm.
upgrade from PlayStation Plus Essential to Premium, in the same way from PlayStation Plus Base, which you have, to Premium, you need to shell out the what do you say, money, the difference amount between those two tiers. So hope I'm clear. But the bullshit started here. What Sony did was absolutely anti-consumer, if you ask me. What they did, there was one dude who had stacked PlayStation Plus for 20 years. Just hear me
Holy
out.
shit.
He had stacked PlayStation Plus for 20 years. Now, ideally, he had to be shifted to PlayStation Plus Essential, correct? He has
Mm-hmm.
been offered PlayStation Plus Essential. Okay, problem solved. But here lies the bigger problem. He stacked PlayStation Plus when it was on sale, because sales happen like once or twice a year.
I was
Usually
gonna
that is
say
when
during
we
the
stack,
summer,
correct?
and
Even I
usually
do stacking of PlayStation Plus
yeah, yeah,
whenever they are
Black
on sale.
Friday,
Here's the
exactly.
biggest kicker for him, biggest kick in the gut. Because he extended the PlayStation Plus stack while it was on sale, he is denied the access to PlayStation Plus Premium by paying the difference amount. Instead, he's charged the full amount for the PS Plus Premium instead of the
Jesus
difference
Christ.
amount. So he's basically losing 20 years worth of PlayStation Plus if he wants to upgrade to Deluxe or Premium. If he stays with PS Plus Essential, that is fine. But if he wants to upgrade, instead of paying the difference amount, he's forced to pay the full amount upfront.
Hmm.
Isn't that messed up?
Wait, this was on Reddit?
This was on Reddit. It was confirmed by
Okay.
multiple sources and even published on websites like. There are a whole bunch of websites which have brought this up into light. I
Yeah,
think the
I
media
saw it
will
also on
feed on
PSU
this.
online as well.
The media is gonna
Well,
feed on
that
this.
could be that could be a fuck up or something, because what they said was, say like Tornado has 10 years or whatever of
Yeah.
I
PlayStation
got till
Plus.
2031.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's got 10 years. He wants to get premium.
Okay.
Premium's twice the price.
Okay.
He could cash in what he has now to get 5 years of premium, or if he wants extra, it'd be like 8 years or whatever the hell whatever the money difference is, like 7.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 years, something like that. It's probably closer to 7 years, about 7 years,
Yeah.
and it just converts.
That's a problem,
So
right? It doesn't convert. You need to pay the full price for premium. They are
that's got to be a mess
disregarding.
up
They are basically
because Sony put
disregarding
that out.
your stack because it was
Hmm.
bought when it was on sale. It
How do they
doesn't
even
fucking
know
make
that
sense.
though?
I do not understand how they can differentiate a person who extended their PS Plus by paying full price or by buying it while it was on sale. Is there a
Makes no sense, man.
algorithm for that? I don't know.
I don't even know how they know that.
Absolutely. I think this might be a false or a fake
I think it
outrage.
might be a bullshit
Yeah, it might be bullshit.
because
It's
when you say 20 years too, I'm pretty sure you're limited to 10.
but he posted basically the receipts of him being charged $10,000, I guess. 10,000 or
Holy
$1,000, I
shit.
don't remember. But
I
the math checks
I
out.
know Sick has still 2035 though. By the way, just saying that.
The only
Sick
reason
humor.
this gained so much of steam, this Reddit user gained so much of steam all across the internet was because he provided receipts and the math checked out. So that's the main issue. But at the end of the day, if this is all bullshit, if this is all fake outrage, fuck you. It's better to be, what do you say, sorry, better to fix the shit than be sorry. Before they roll out the entire world with PlayStation Plus Premium, let them get this shit sorted. And if it's really a fake outrage, fuck that guy. Anyways, Sony, you need to get your shit together if it is really happening. Because even I have stacked, I think, for the next 2 years, I guess. If I am
Says on
unable to
mine
like,
just last month the maximum's 10 years.
yeah, if I am
Okay.
unable to like upgrade by paying the difference amount, you're making a disservice to all your loyal fans who have been supporting your shit. So that's how I see it.
I'm
So
gonna go ahead and not believe it because I mean, I just read an article printed last month from PlayStation that says the maximum's 10 years. So I've never seen anybody go over
I
10
think
years.
it's bullshit, right?
Yeah. Like I
Hopefully.
said, Sick is
Hope
Says
Sick
it's
it's
is on
bullshit.
bullshit.
2035. He's a few years ahead of me. I
You sure
stopped
you
at
didn't say
2031.
2032?
No. 2031. Sick said 2035. I'm pretty sure of that.
I hope it's bullshit. I hope it's fake outrage. Let's leave it at that. We are spoken about the bad and the ugly. Let's talk about the good. People, I know they're gonna clip this discussion we are having right now, and they're gonna post
Hmm.
on their to their echo chamber of Xbox fanboys and say that okay, Sony is anti-consumer. They are like the PlayStation Plus is such a bad service. Game Pass is better. Fuck you guys. Even with all this bullshit, with my personal experience for having experienced PlayStation Plus Deluxe for 48 hours, I'm gonna say this: 3 games or even 5 games on this list is miles ahead or miles ahead in terms of quality, entertainment, and value than the entire catalog of Game Pass. Fuck you for that. So, if I'd like to talk regarding the game's catalog, I still feel that they have not completely included all the games they were planning to include. So, one shout out I need to give to Sony right now is I'm loving the menus. The menus, the way everything is laid out, it looks better than the PlayStation Plus and the PlayStation Now, which we know since using it all these years. This looks way ahead of everything. Everything is spelled out properly. Everything fits in their own category. There are different
Okay.
subsections. The labels are incredible. The logos are incredible. Even the icons. Every single aspect is pristine. I have to give it up
Oh,
for
that's
Sony
good.
for putting in so much of effort into making this look as having so much of eye candy, if I want to say that. So let's talk about the games catalog. Just look at the loads of games which we already have. I'm gonna say that this list is still incomplete, but despite being that, the amount of value it gives off is beyond anything you can find on Game Pass right now. So just to make it sure, I'm gonna go through the list real quick. Once we are done with the list, we are gonna have a discussion with our crew here with Nelson and Tornado. Okay, guys, shall I go ahead with the list for the
Oh
people who
yeah,
are
sure,
listening
sure.
on the chat? Just look at the value. Spider-Man, uh, the 2018 Spider-Man remastered version, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Demon Souls, NBA 2K22, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, Guardians of the Galaxy, Red Dead Redemption 2,
Hmm.
then Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, then we got Mortal Kombat 11, Returnal, Death Stranding Director's Cut, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, The Crew 2, then Bloodborne. I'm not gonna list out like very small games. I'm just gonna list out the
The
huge
big
games.
ones.
Yeah, Control Ultimate
There's a lot of
Edition,
them. I was gonna
Injustice
say
2, For Honor, Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, Wreckfest, Overcooked 2, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, Shadow of the Colossus, Little Big Planet 3, Infamous Second Son, Batman Arkham Knight. Then we got Little Nightmares, Maneater, Hollow Knight, South Park, Far Cry 4, Until Dawn, Blasphemous. If you haven't played, it's an amazing indie game. Then we got
They got Naruto and Soul Calibur 6 last month too.
yeah. Then we got
yeah.
Shadow Warrior
Crisis
3.
Remastered, Shadow Warrior 3.
Yeah, Assetto Corsa, Compagines. I cannot pronounce that. How do you pronounce that, Tornado?
Oh, Assetto Corsa Competizione.
Oh my fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Italian, finì.
Thank you. Then
No
the
worries.
entire three Mafia games, Mafia Definitive
Mm,
Editions, 1, 2, and 3.
nice.
Steep, Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4, Soul Calibur 6, Dark Pictures, Little Hope, Ghost Runner,
Oh, the one that
the
Nelson
other
mentioned to
South
me.
Park game as well, Final Fantasy. We got a bunch of Final Fantasy games again. Final Fantasy 10, 10 2, 12,
Damn.
9, 8, 7, and then World of Final Fantasy. Then we got Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, Dark Pictures, Man of Medan,
Solid.
Sniper Elite 4, Lawn Mowing Simulator for like Game Pass fans who love mowing lawns and their pubic hairs. Then we got like Tennis World Tour, Infamous, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, then Greedfall. Fuck that game. Wonky controls. The Last Guardian, Pathfinder, Chaos Bane. We got Darksiders Genesis. Then we got Far Cry 3
Wait,
Blood.
Pathfinder's in there?
Which one?
Pathfinder's in
Path-
there?
that indie game
Pathfinder.
with
Yeah,
the
Pathfinder
That's in there?
Kingmaker is there.
What the hell? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's included. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
there you go.
include a bit of niche games. Project Cars 3 is included. How's that game, Tornado?
Oh yeah, I actually bought that game though. It wasn't that bad though. But from an I'd say a purely racing perspective, the fact that they don't have pit stops and that kind of stuff, no fuel wear out. Yeah, it kind of
It's
changes
an
it to
okay
a
game,
full-on
right?
arcade game.
It's a
Yeah.
good one.
Oh, they have the whole Bioshock trilogy remastered in there too. I
Yeah,
forgot that.
Bioshock trilogy is there. Then we got like Gravity Rush 2, amazing game. East
Gravity
8,
Rush 1, 2.
Lacrimosa of Dana. That's one of my go-to games, man.
That's
Then
one of my that was one of the best games.
me and Nelson,
played
we
for a long time.
completed both those games together, I feel. East 8 and East 9. Both
I
are
beat both last year. I
East
just got
9
into
is
those.
not included though. Then we got the Crew 1,
Yeah, it's
Crew 2,
not.
Watch Dogs, Uncharted 4, Ashen, Stellaris, The
Alright.
Division, the first game. Then
Division.
we got two fucking tennis games, AO Tennis and World something
Oh,
shitty
man.
tennis. Project Cars 2, Journey to the Savage Planet, Medieval, Homefront the Revolution, Portal Knights, My Friend Pedro, amazing game. Pillars of Eternity Complete Edition, Call of Cthulhu, Darksiders 3, then a bunch of Lego games. XCOM 2 is here as well. Killzone Shadowfall, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, Star Ocean First Departure R, which was also on the PlayStation Now.
You have the 4 Final Fantasies remastered
yeah,
too.
I haven't mentioned the Final Fantasies
8,
already.
9, 10, and 12.
Yeah, all are remastered
all remastered.
versions. Then we got this is a nice game, Observer System Redo. It's like the PS5 Enhanced Edition. Then we've got Knack
Uh-huh.
1 and 2, both the Knacks.
Every God of War
Overpass,
ever made.
The Surge 2,
PSP.
Destruction All Stars. Screw that game. Trials Fusion, all the Trials. What do you say? Stunt racing games. Then Monster Truck Championship, Abzu, Harvest Moon, Oddworld New and Tasty. Then we got World of Final Fantasy, The Messenger, Concrete Genie is included again, The War of Mine, and these are the games I highly suggest people who are looking forward to playing an amazing JRPGs. Death End Request 1 and 2 both are included. I've completed Death End Request 1. I'm almost halfway through Death End Request 2. These are, it's the premise of the game is incredible, Nelson. It's like This girl wakes up
Mortal
in a
Kombat 9, 10, and 11.
which one?
Mortal Kombat 9, 10, and 11.
Yeah, all three are there. I was just talking about this death end request, right? There's this girl who wakes up in a different town and she receives a call which directly connects to her earpiece, which is connected to her ear. And she receives a message like someone calling and giving her directions as to where to go. But the twist here is that guy is actually from the real world, and this girl who was kidnapped in the real world and held hostage somewhere is been put into this virtual reality situation, wherein like so much of what do you say violence happens. There is so much what do you say things which happen in the game, wherein actions you do in the real world have repercussions in the virtual world. So it's a amazing mystery game with a very mature rating. So moving on ahead, we got Hotline Miami 1 and 2, Desperados 3, Age of Wonders. I wonder what that is. Windbound, then Dragonstar Warrior, The Fisherman, Fishing Planet. Ballin Wonderworld is here. Then we got Mega Dimension Neptunia games, Technomancer, Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. Last Stop is here. It's a indie game from this Annapurna Interactive. I wanted to buy it. Anyways, held off buying that game. So I think I'm going to access it here. Last Stop. Then we got, what else? Observation. That is also a nice game. The Council. Necromunda. Deliver Us the Moon. That's a brilliant game again. Shadow of the Beast. This is the Police. Magica. Child of Light. The Last Day of June. Valiant Hearts. I'm gonna ignore some small titles. Bound by Flame. Then we got Resogun, Dreamfall Chapters, then Adrift, Grip, Mighty Number 9, Virginia, Caladrius Blaze, which is a really good
I
bullet
was
hell
gonna say
shooter. Then
Dark.
Relicta,
Oh, sorry
Transference.
about that though.
Yep.
You mentioned Mighty Number 9. I was gonna say Mega Man's failed brother.
Yeah, that's what it was. The guy that made Mega Man try to make that. It
It's
sucks.
like a
But anyway, continue.
vasectomized Mega
Trash.
Man, right?
Yep.
Has a charm, but cannot get the thing done. Okay. Transference, Hue, then Trials of Blood Dragon, Intercept, which is a Killzone Shadowfall expansion. Then we got Book of Unwritten Tales 2, Entwined, Left Alive,
Hmm.
which was Left for Dead. I think it was from the character artist who did, I think Shinji Mikawa did it, right? Shinji Mikami, who did the art for Left Alive, which was a
Oh,
huge
wait a
flop.
minute. Yeah, the guy that worked with the Kojima closely. What's his name?
Yeah, not Shinji Mikami, sorry. Shinji
Yoji
Mikami is the director of
Yoji
Resident
Shinkawa, I
Evil.
believe.
His name is Yoji Shinkawa, right?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, Yoji Shinkawa. Then we got Death Stranded, the light version for the PS4 people. Then we got
Uh-huh.
Zombie, which was a Wii U game. It's a good game. And Werewolves Within. Then we got Yokai Watch 4 Double Plus, which doesn't have English.
Alright.
Okay, here's my take on all these games. Main thing is almost over 80 to 90% of this library, which I mentioned right now, supports
Mm-hmm.
English. So every single one of these games here supports English, apart from very few niche JRPGs or a couple of visual novels. Most of the games support that. But going through this list, I don't think there are like over 200 games here. Around like roughly 200, if you can give or take. Along with these 200, if you add those 17 games, whatever, however you want to count it, it's less than 300. So where the fuck are the
Okay.
remaining 430 games, Sony?
That's a good question.
Okay,
Or are they
if you
saving that for the release
advertise if you
rollout?
advertise saying you're gonna get 400 games from PS4, 3, and 5, PS3 being streamable, and 340 plus from the PS1, 2, and PSP, that's like giving a promise and asking for money, right? Once you have paid money to
Wait,
Sony, yeah,
didn't they say isn't the classics PS3, PS2, PS1, and PSP together? Because the extras is PS4 and 5, right?
Okay, I think you need to include PS3 in the premium
That's not an
tier.
extra. I don't think that's yeah.
Oh, right, right. I think
So
that's right.
you have all the PS3 games already in there. What
Hmm.
they're doing is they've been putting a few of PSP and PS2 and
Okay.
PS1 games in there, and they're adding 2 every month, like Nintendo does. But the
Ah.
problem with if they start doing the shit that Nintendo's doing, because I used to get for my kids, they get one Nintendo, one Super Nintendo game every month. We've gotten games in the last 8 months because they ran out of games
Holy
to
shit.
put on there.
Hmm.
We went like 5 months until we got Earthbound. It's like you said the game every month for Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. Didn't get shit. Still paying
Yeah.
for it.
Oh, Kyle is here. Uh,
That's
so
why
what's
they
up,
probably don't want
Kyle?
to drop a whole or
If you want
wait
to
to drop a
drop
whole
in
bunch on there
the,
at one
what do you
time
say,
because
voice
yeah.
chat, you can join.
Yeah, exactly.
He said
They
we'll
just
watch
otherwise
soon.
they're gonna
Just
cut
woke up
themselves
20
in their own
minutes ago.
fingers.
So I think this is a brilliant way to introduce the service, but the only thing is it wasn't ready at launch. This isn't something which is a finished product. This isn't ready to go live. That is my main nitpick right now. Is this worth the price of admission? Absolutely. It is beyond. The value is insane. Just look at the kind of games I just mentioned. Even if you want to buy Demon Souls or Returnal or even Ghost of Tsushima, even Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Death Stranding Director's Cut, every single goddamn game is above $50. Am I right? Every game,
Mm-hmm.
even at a
True.
discounted price, you can't find them for less than $50. But if you do the conversion, this for a month costs you $10. Around like if you subscribe for the whole year, if you convert it to US dollars, whatever the Asian PS Plus, the highest tier is gonna get converted to around like $6 a month, $6 to $7 a month, because it is the
Mm-hmm.
deluxe, right? It's not the premium because you do not have PS3 or streaming. So they're cutting the cost even further. So that's great for the customers. So having these whole bunch of AAA games for under like $6-7 a month is a huge W. Despite the shortcomings, despite all the bullshit as I mentioned, which I am really critical upon, it's still a value which is beyond measurable. For 12 months, instead of buying two games, you're gonna get like 250 games right from, as I mentioned, the entire list. This is the best deal in gaming right now, despite the shortcomings, despite the classic library missing out on so much of shit. You're getting every single game along with early access and what do you say, time limited demos. This is the best deal in gaming right now. The only thing is they need to completely make this their dream a reality. It's still in the dream phase based on what we are seeing right now on the Asian market. I don't want this to be the final thing even when it launches across the globe. I'll be pissed if
Well,
that
I
were to
think
be the
most
case.
people just get the extra and then say after a year when because they're going to they're not going to spend a ton of money into putting PS1 and 2 games on when few people are going to subscribe and it's for $20 a year or more.
I think that's what they're
So
gonna do. Yeah, it makes absolute
yeah,
sense.
and it keeps
Hmm.
people wanting like we used to look forward to that to see what games my kids got every month into
Ha ha
their
ha.
thing.
Based
And
on
now look
that,
at it, it's only been 2 years and they're already out of fucking games to put in there.
okay,
What the
based
fuck
on
am I
that, you
paying
can
for
decide
now?
whether to like upgrade
Hopes
or
and
not.
dreams feels like Xbox.
That's more than
God
popcorn
damn.
and shit right now. The
But you
popcorn
get the
for
And the
PS3
watching,
games too. If you can stream, you
popcorn
get
for watching. Yeah.
there's like 400 PS3 games you can stream too. $20 a month, you get all that
See,
shit.
that's what I'm saying. Xbox Game Pass is hopes and dreams plus popcorn and shit. Popcorn
And if
because
you
they
don't got
watch
the internet,
games,
you get the $100, or you don't need a service, or don't want to just pay the 60 then. But
but
for 40 extra dollars, you get 400 whatever PS4 and 5 games. Fuck me.
see, here's the biggest kicker. Myself and Tornado were discussing this before you joined in. Here's the biggest kicker. Despite this being the best deal in gaming, which I mentioned right now, if this were to be the only thing which PlayStation provided me on a PS5, I'd say fuck that. PlayStation has lost the generation and said screw you to gaming and moved on to Steam or something else. That's the exact thing which is happening with Xbox and Game Pass. Even with all these games,
Yep.
so much of value, if I do not see Sony investing and put their heart, soul, blood, sweat, and tears into making God of War Ragnarok for $70, despite having this whole ass list of amazing fucking games with trophy support, I'm gonna be pissed off. I don't want PlayStation to end up like Xbox, and I'm happy that Totoki-san said
Yep.
exactly
Hiroki
that.
Totoki.
Hey, Xbox couldn't do this anyways because they
I
they
am
don't have
so
anything
happy.
in their
Like I
back
said,
Their
eh,
fan base don't buy games, man. They do not have
like
that leeway to
Yeah,
do that shit.
but they couldn't even put in games
Yeah,
older of
at
their
least they could
games
have
because they don't
showed
fucking
some
have any.
effort. They should have showed some effort, even cutting more deals with third-party publishers. I don't know what's
they didn't do
stopping
it.
their
They didn't do it,
$30
Doc. They
trillion
were
dollar
stingy.
asses.
They didn't do it. And
Yeah.
that's
Let me
weird,
tell
though,
you,
for a $1 trillion company. They didn't do it.
EA Play is $30 a year, and there's like 100 games on EA Play, and that's like a third of their fucking library on Game Pass, and it's probably the biggest, like what bolsters it the most, to be honest.
Correct.
It's
Fucking
$30 for the whole year.
That's the best deal they could have got. Correct.
Yeah,
So
because if they didn't have EA,
Mm,
that fucking service wouldn't have shit in it. You'd have a bunch of shitty Xbox first studio
oh,
games
I
and
I just
indies.
forgot mentioning one more aspect of this review video before moving with the discussion and wrapping it up. So there is this, what do you say, Ubisoft Plus classics as well. So
Oh
Ubisoft
yeah, that's
Plus,
another thing. You're not listing those. Basically, every game from last generation that they made will be in there too. Every game will,
in the Ubisoft Plus,
because
is it?
everything. Yeah, so you can just count those. You can just go through the list of games released before the PS5 gen, and they'll all be in there. So
Yeah, that is also true. So I'm just gonna list out the games of Ubisoft Plus classics. I think they are included in the whole list which I mentioned. So the main games include Valhalla, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry 4, Crew 2, Watch Dogs, Far Cry 3. Far Cry 5 is not included. So Zombie is
I'm
there.
willing to bet crappy Division is also in there, right?
Which one?
well, all
Division
of them. It's the
1 and
classic.
2.
So it's anything over a year old. Well,
1 and 2 of
they'll all
what?
be in
Far
there.
Cry?
Division.
Yeah, Division 1 is included, 2 is not.
Oh, okay, that's weird. 2
Yeah,
is
it's
kind of
weird
like
because it's the
2, 3
classics.
years old now by
They
now.
slapped in the name
They haven't put those
classics.
in there yet.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they are planning
Yeah,
to put
they
more
haven't released a
games.
list yet.
So
Not that it matters to me, though.
I still feel that PlayStation Plus Deluxe right now, which is still is a work in progress, is still the best deal in gaming for getting the most bang for your buck. Not Game Pass, not Nintendo Online. But if you want the best games to play, go fucking buy your games and play them. No one's stopping you. That's the best way to experience gaming. Not the best deal because you need to shell out hard earned money, but that's where you get the best quality of games. No matter how much they invest into this, this is
And they give you
never
options on
being,
PlayStation.
yeah,
On
this is
Xbox,
never
they're
going to
basically
be,
like,
yeah,
hey, we took all the games worth of shit out of gold, and we're gonna continue to raise the prices until you motherfuckers get in Game Pass, or you fucking get in Game Pass, or we find your family.
Find your
that
family.
see, here's
You've
my
seen what they did,
prediction.
right?
See,
Yeah, that's true.
me,
Once
Nelson,
those
and
cards
Tornado,
run up,
all three of us predicted that Starfield is gonna get delayed to 2023. None of them motherfuckers believed us. Screw them. Here's my prediction. The moment Starfield, Redfall, all these games drop next year, I think there's gonna be another delay for Starfield. It's gonna be initially to reduce the blow. They are saying Q1 of 2023. I
it's the
absolutely
first half. They
see.
didn't give
It's
no
going to be
month.
later than that.
Yeah,
Definitely
it's
It's gonna
gonna
later
be
than that.
be
Q3 or Q4.
11/22/2024.
Yeah, might be like fall 2023 or early 2024. Whatever the case, the moment those games, including like even if you want to consider Hellblade, which might end up next year, next month's showcase will have answers. Hopefully, if those games end up, I'm gonna bet my ass saying that they're gonna either double or even at least increase the price of Game Pass Ultimate the moment all these big games like Starfield, Hellblade 2, Redfall, and other games like Everwild, Avowed, people are like wetting their pants based on the logos. So whenever those games drop, I absolutely feel Game Pass Ultimate is gonna go up in price. How much? I don't know, but it's
That's why
gonna
they keep
happen.
pushing the price of gold up.
Yeah.
It can't make it any worse of a service.
Yeah, true.
Every month they find a whole set of games that I never heard of. It's fucking
Oh
incredible.
my god.
It's
You can't even say like pronounce most of the games, man. They are like
yeah,
weird. I don't think they are even
yeah.
playable. They are like
Oh, they're
fucking
fucking
shit.
horrible. I've never heard of them.
Yeah, most of the games
And
on
and the thing is,
gold.
you can get a card still for a year for $60, but once those cards run out and you have to get it on the store,
Yeah.
it's $100 for the whole year because you got to do it every quarter, so it costs more. So it's $100 a year for gold once those cards runs out.
But anyways, I need to once again give it up to Sony, at least for the way they are handling whatever the minimum library they have, because the PS1 games run flawlessly. Few people have been spreading misinformation saying that Tekken 2 runs horribly and it's like really bad way to like emulate shit. Fuck you, get a
They just
life.
ain't played an old game.
Yeah. It's an old game,
They look
it's
like
gonna
shit.
be that way. But have you seen that video wherein they compared the Tekken 2 running on natively on a PS1 to this emulated version? There is significant improvement over the textures, especially the edges are not as rough around the corners. The anti-aliasing is a little bit better. The color gradients are better, and most of all, I am loving this feature. As I mentioned, I was playing as Nina Williams yesterday. I was just about to kick uh, Armor King in his balls, but he gave an uppercut and I ended up losing the fight. I just clicked on the touchpad on this dual sense and I just rewinded like 5 frames and I changed my move and belted his ass. Fuck you, Armor King. Shit. You do not mess with Nina Williams. Come on, she is my childhood crush. Tekken 3, fuck.
They should bring that back.
Cutscenes at the
I
end,
mean,
they were amazing. They're really, what do you say, corny, really, really cheesy, but still amazing to experience. I just
true,
want them
true.
to add more games, as Tornado said. Tekken 3,
Yep.
if they add with trophy support, fuck it, I'm gonna platinum it. Hope they add online as well. I
That
don't
would be
think
fucking fantastic,
nothing's
though.
gonna happen in that way.
Man,
If at all they do it, fuck, it's gonna be better than Tekken 7. Come on. It's better than Tekken 7, despite the graphical upgrades and a whole bunch of visual.
in terms of how it plays and
Yeah,
moves, I
how it
have to agree with
plays,
Doc,
how
though.
simple
It
it is.
definitely,
There is no bullshit of
it was
this
more
juggle
intuitive to
mechanics.
play.
There were no juggle mechanics in the older Tekkens. I hate that shit, man. The moment I get online, I was playing Tekken 7 online, you lose a frame of response against a skilled opponent. He just gives an uppercut to you. He's gonna juggle you to the corner of the wall, and he's not even gonna give you time to even react because he's really skilled. I give it up to them. But these kind of mechanics were not there in older Tekkens. One of my favorite games till date is not Tekken 3, it's Tekken Tag Tournament 2. That's my favorite Tekken till now. I after
All
that
right.
Tekken 5 was good. Tekken 4 blew my mind the moment I inserted the disc on the PlayStation 2. You guys seen the graphical upgrade between Tekken 3 and 4? Oh
Oh
my
yeah.
god. That was a huge upgrade. So those kind of upgrades we are not seeing nowadays because we are reaching the tipping point of what graphics can be achieved. Hopefully
It it
Unreal Engine 5 can change that.
it kind of
Oh, PlayStation will
actually,
be upgrading their stuff too. You never see that until mid to late gen.
I was gonna
Correct.
say it,
Hopefully
and it
Take
takes
take
time,
2026.
man.
even though they still look really good, take Infamous 2, or Infamous Second Son, which is a great looking game though, compared to Ghost of Tsushima, same studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it takes time, though. It takes time, and
Yep.
I think it also goes hand in hand with the what you call it, those artists. You know how they make their assets. That also helps. Eh? If you want to make a game look like at a certain way, and then over time it still looks the bomb. You know, it kind of depends on how they use their texturing
But
qualities and their
but
skills.
after
You know.
you're making total sense, Tornado. Sorry to cut you off, man. But
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
after playing
So
Splinter Cell, after playing sorry, Siphon Filter,
Mm-hmm.
and like games like Wild Arms and a bunch of like these games from PS1
Mm-hmm.
yesterday. I don't think I'll be able to like platinum Siphon Filter the way it is right now, because the way we have acclimatized to
Does that one
comforts.
have trophy support? Because I know they said they're
Which one?
gonna, they're gonna add the ones
Siphon
that they
filter.
can
I
to or
believe that
whatever.
has though.
Siphon Filter
Like,
has
Y-
trophies, even a
Yeah.
platinum
yes.
trophy.
Yep.
Okay, because I know they said some of them like they're gonna try to, but
But
they only
the,
have so many people on this team, and the most important thing
m-
is getting the games out every
many
month.
games have.
But
Tekken 2 doesn't have, but the
yeah,
other games
they
like
might. They said they, you
yeah,
know,
it's not a mandatory thing.
added them later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an add-on. The
because
developer has a
their
full
priority is
yeah.
getting games for the following month done first.
Yep. Uh,
Wait. Is that pretty much the guy that we that was speaking of the game preservation team? Was he? Is he a part of
Yeah,
that
that's what
that
these guys
program?
are. Yeah, I think
Ah,
so.
so that's
So
their job.
yeah, these guys need to port 2 games every month, and
Aha.
then whatever time they have left over, they can work on trophy support or whatever,
Figures. So he's pretty
But
much the key to actually
priorities,
bringing all of those games for that game preservation team. Then.
priorities though. I'm pretty sure that's how it works
Ah.
though. Though you get all the PS3 games that are on there, and you
Okay.
get
Now it's
most of the
becoming clear to
bangers,
me.
most of the exclusive bangers on PS3 too, to be able to stream for $20 a year. You get that. You get the
Mm-hmm.
extra or the PS1 and 2 games added to every month
Mm-hmm.
and trials for
Yeah.
$20. Fuck. If you don't want that either, you can just pay $40 more a year and get
Yeah.
PS4 and
Exactly.
5 games. Pick
Ah.
what you want.
and one more thing, let's address the bullshit about people trying to put pressure on Sony, saying they do not have showcase. Their PlayStation Plus sucks because they are like anti-consumer.
Oh,
Fuck
Sony's
you,
got something
motherfuckers!
though.
You don't
Believe
have
me.
anything. You don't have the right to speak. Uh, right now, the way I see is, here's my guess. They just wanna allow PlayStation Plus Premium to sink in onto everyone's platforms. They are gonna have a little bit of PR push with some amount of advertisement. I totally expect them to push out these big ass games. Like as I
Mm-hmm.
said, this game was leaked right now on the Japanese PS Plus Premium, which is dropping June 1st. In Japan, PS Plus Premium is dropping June 1st, and there was this leak which showed Dino Crisis, right? I feel
Cool.
the as the generation progresses,
Maybe that's the
not
following month.
generation,
Maybe that's June's month of
as the
games.
month
Mm-hmm.
progresses, I feel they're gonna drop these big bangers. They are just keeping them for now. I'm really sorry for all the Asian people who have been getting the short end of the stick. That's how it is. You need to deal with it. We can show our frustration, but if you're not happy, do not subscribe. It's as simple as that. Nobody's forcing you to get
Oh,
PS
Doc.
Plus Deluxe. No one's doing that
I'm going.
shit.
I'm going to add something to that though,
Yep,
Doc. I have a feeling that the Asian public, and I know that if there's some of them listening out there, I know they're going to hate it. But since they have kind of given the shoulder to Sony, if you look at the sales that the Nintendo Switch is selling, right, they're all going for portable stuff and whatnot, and Sony's
correct.
PlayStation 5 isn't doing
Yeah,
that well. Yeah,
Same thing
that's
like
the
in Japan.
repercussion. That's the repercussion of this. Eh? You
Might
kind
be,
of created a
might be.
situation that you've created yourself. You're
yeah.
not buying stuff
Why
from
are they gonna
Sony.
cater? Why are they gonna cater to you so
Exactly.
much when you're 5% of their market?
I totally
Exactly.
agree, but it's still disingenuous. No matter how you
I
slice the
know.
pie,
I have
no
to
matter
agree
how
with you
you
as well,
slice
Doc.
it,
But
they are still getting the
looking,
short end of the stick, but they
I
brought it
know.
upon themselves. That's what he's saying, right?
Yep, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
let's keep that aside. Here's my assumption. They're gonna
Yeah.
keep on building up hype. If they are not fucked in the head, Sony should not leave this opportunity to make a big bang now, because Game Pass is down. They do not have first party AAA games at all this year.
Haven't had
Because
them forever
Xbox,
since the
yeah,
goddamn since its
yeah,
inception.
Xbox
People
Game
still
I was
have
gonna
Pass,
one.
say.
presumably the best deal in gaming according to gaming media,
Oh,
is
Doc, I gotta
down
add
right
this.
now. Though it is
Doc, I gotta
false.
add this.
Yeah,
Doc,
yeah,
the reason why Game Pass doesn't have stuff. This kind of ties in with the guy that hates Phil
same thing.
Spencer at the
Correct.
Azure cloud thingy. Eh?
Don't buy your
He needs
shit,
the
don't
front of
get shit.
he needs the front of the bill for the losses that Xbox is making on the Game Pass.
Absolutely.
There's your answer right
Correct.
there.
That's the answer. They
Yeah,
are reaping what
we're
they
done.
sow, right? They are sowing this habit of waiting for games, for not buying them, playing literal
Yeah,
junk, playing
Having
indies.
to give all their
I say
subscriptions away for free.
they are capping
exactly.
for games like which is that indie which was amazing, which dropped on Game Pass. Everyone was talking. I
Um,
think it starts from
Tunic.
T.
Oh my god, they're so excited for Sniper Elite. I'm like, fucking,
They are
is
so
that they still
excited,
making those?
excited for Scorn.
The
Fuck
giant
you.
penis game?
It's like a
Flicky penis game.
nausea and vomiting simulator, if you ask me. If you want to
Oh my
puke your
god.
guts out, just look at the trailer in 4K HDR for Scorn. Fuck.
Doc, let me put it this way. The way I see it, and I'm a big HR Giger fan, as in Aliens, it kind of looks like a fucked up alien world to me. You know, they took HR
Have you
Giger's
seen the
work from the
character
Alien
designs of a
films
couple of
and they fucked it
aliens?
up.
Have you seen a couple
Yeah.
of aliens? It's like a walking ball
Yeah, they're
sacks with a
giant
dick in
yeah,
between.
it's walking
Yeah,
penis.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's crap. That was the first thing
Okay,
that I said. It's
let them
crap.
be happy with whatever they got, man. This is not a console wars. Be happy, but don't fucking watch games. Even if you can watch games on YouTube, you can watch God of War 2018, the full walkthrough, let's play, all 20 parts in high
Man,
4K HD glory. But don't have
they
the
should be
guts
ashamed of
or the
themselves.
balls to say that you are a gamer. You're not. You're just a person who is getting off of someone having sex instead of having it yourself. Correct? It's a
It's kind of that way.
voyeurism.
Yeah,
It
that's a
watching
good
games,
analogy. Yeah,
and behaving as if you're a gamer is just gaming voyeurism. It's nothing more than that shit. If you
exactly.
Even if you play fucking Candy Crush, you are a gamer. Whether it's a
Fuck that
softcore,
shit.
hardcore, medium core, who gives a shit? But don't behave and follow the footsteps of your what do you say, big ass influencers and Xbox ambassadors who claim watching games. My boyfriend was playing Ghost of
Oh
Tsushima,
yeah, that
Director
woman Miss
Scott. I
Dursley.
watched him play for 4 hours. Now I'm a gamer. No, you're
Fuck
not.
that shit.
Watching isn't gaming. Okay, let it be clear. So let them watch whatever they
Unbelievable.
want. Let them be entertained the way they want. Let them circle jerk over games which are not being shown, like Phil Spencer does. Let them circle jerk over that shit. Let them watch, have a nice
I'm
infographics regarding the logos of upcoming games which are still in the, what do you say, starting phase, who are still hiring
for the
people. So let
you
them do
know
that bullshit.
Still trying to figure out what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
for
But
the hey for
here's my take. If Sony is gonna be smart, starting this week, it's already too late. We've got under 1 month for this service to go live. Japan is a huge market for them to push PlayStation Plus Premium, because there are over like, I think 13, 14 million PlayStation 4s in Japan right now. So PlayStation Plus Premium targets both the PlayStation 4 as well as the PlayStation 5. That's the beautiful aspect of it. It's not just the PS5 crowd. So, out of those,
Yeah,
just
that's
imagine.
why I like that's why I've had PlayStation Now is the biggest thing because I game share with myself, but my kids can go in and they can play. They can stream Sly Cooper. There's like
Yeah.
13
the
Lego
Lego
games in there.
games. Yeah.
I had Game Pass, but there ain't no fucking shit for kids. Like they got is I'm not paying $15 a month for fucking Super Lucky's Tale and Banjo.
Oh, and Tunic. Don't forget Tunic.
and
That's a hard game actually though. They ain't good.
Oh man.
so,
No,
if
but
they
you
are
got all the
smart,
Ratchet and Clanks and shit in there and
so
all that kind
here's
of stuff, you know.
how I look at it,
Sly
Nelson. I
Cooper.
think this is the perfect way to do it. Do the marketing. They have been awfully silent. There have been no big acquisition news. There has been no big news regarding the upcoming PlayStation showcase. Here's my take.
Nope.
If they are really super smart, because there is under like around like 3 weeks before this entire service is gonna be gobbled up by the entire gaming media, the gamers everywhere across the globe. So starting this week, they need to like drop some amazing looking infographics of games from the classic era, right? They have
Hmm.
are given enough what do you say, highlight to the games from the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 library. They have done it enough. If they just post these infographics, Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid
They
3,
took those out.
Snake
That's why
Eater,
I think
I
they're
was gonna
remastering
say.
them.
yeah, Metal Gear
They were
Solid
already in
4,
there. Not one,
all
but
these games.
2 and 3 remastered were in streamable, and 4
Hmm.
and Vengeance, but they took
But
them out a week ago.
yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I think they are
I
planning.
think they're remastering. Yeah,
They
they're either
might be
remaking or
remastering,
remastering
or they
something.
might be updating their license or whatever the fuck, or they might be putting trophy support on old games. If they have Metal Gear Solid 1 at the
Good
current
question.
way it is on the PlayStation 1, I'm gonna play it, man. With, if at all it has
I was playing it a
trophies,
few months ago on PS3.
fuck. It's still playable, right, Nelson? It's still not like,
Oh yeah.
it's rough around the edges, but still,
Oh yeah.
you can absolutely go through that. Just every single goddamn week, if they release an infographic of games like, as I mentioned before, a bunch of JRPGs from the PlayStation 1 2 era, because most of
There's
the
a lot of them
there's a
in the
lot of
license
them.
they have.
We have
So
mentioned the list of games we are excited about, the Xenogears, the Xenosaga, all the Wild
Mm-hmm.
Arms, all these games you mentioned, even the Shadow Heart series. When you go back to Dino
Breath of
Crisis,
Fire, Vagrant Story.
Capcom and Konami were the biggest players on the PlayStation 1 and 2, don't you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're like the biggest players during that era. If the Konami team or the Capcom team comes ahead, we are happy to announce that a whole bunch of classics from Capcom, let them name it Capcom Plus Classics, 20 fucking games are gonna drop on a day and date, not day and date, sorry, at launch on June 23rd when it goes live in US and all the major markets.
yeah, I don't think it works that way though. I think the way it is Sony has the licenses to sell them or whatever,
But
but it was made for the
they can
PS3.
absolutely
So
advertise because
they are porting the games that they have in that library to the
okay,
new
Hmm.
coding for it to work. That's why I'm saying that's why there's so few and
there is
it's
no
a
much
continuous work.
transparency regarding that. But I think they need to build up
It's in a
hype.
total another language
Hype
because
is
it has to run
missing
on
a
a
lot.
PS3. Total different architecture.
Mm. So if they end up doing this every single week with a different publisher, a different set of games, all sports titles and adventure games this week. Next week you can target JRPGs. The week next you can target all the classic games which people cannot access anywhere else on the digital front. If they do that on a consistent basis for the next 3 weeks, they'll be in a good position, and hope they do not fuck up this upgrade path, and hope there is no outrage. I feel there's not gonna be a PlayStation showcase in June. That's
September.
my prediction. What do you guys have to say regarding this? They don't give two shits about Microsoft Bethesda showcase. They do not give two shits about Summer Game Fest. They do not give two shits about any showcase on the market. That's what they have been doing
Oh,
since the past 2 years. Do you think it's
I'll
gonna
take
change this year?
They always would like to see Microsoft go first too to see how many cards they have.
They
exactly
Because
how
want to
everybody
many
have the
forgets
fuck-ups
last
they
that.
laugh,
do
right?
Yeah, they're gonna look at their showcase and be like, okay, how many games can we review to smash them into the fucking ground, and how many can we hold?
and how many fuck-ups have they made. Okay, just make sure that we don't do any fuck-ups like that.
And they're gonna go to them and say, well, they didn't show shit, and they're like, well, fuck, we gotta show something still.
Being really good, which I absolutely doubt it does. If it ends up
Hey, they
happening,
thought last year was the best show that ever happened, and all they showed was fucking CGI
and they
trailers.
didn't have any release
Game's
dates. The
crap.
Gameplay at
only
all.
release date
No
they
gameplay at
had
all.
was Starfield, which was delayed again. So I still
All you see
predict
was a
that.
CGI trailer.
See, here's my prediction for the Microsoft Bethesda showcase. They're gonna start off small by saying that we are happy to say that there are 30 million or 35 million non-concurrent Game Pass subscribers. This is the best deal in gaming. Every single game which is gonna be on the showcase, on the show floor, will drop day and date on Game Pass because it's coming from 30 plus first party studios from Xbox. Thanks again. Phil Spencer gives the mic to Sarah Bond. Sarah Bond takes the stage. She has that beautiful, amazing smile, and the way she speaks is really glorious. And then she starts. Initially, they'll start off small with having a
If
release
she says
dates.
that, you know it's non-concurrent though, because
Doc,
there's no way their subscriptions have
oh
gone
man,
up the last few weeks.
I
will
think
you
they might
guys?
have gone
Oh,
down correct?
Yep,
They
We
might
by a
have
lot.
gone
we
down. In that case, they might
we
not reveal the number. They are good with
Ever
percentages.
again.
Yeah, they're good with percentages rather than numbers, right?
It's gonna
So,
be
true.
it's gonna be interesting because I think in October those people who stack for 3 years of gold, that shit runs up and they gotta start paying.
hmm.
Yep.
So no more
Damn right.
free.
So
Yep.
here's one
Oh,
more
I
thing.
keep saying that, but
They're
then you
gonna
just go get a
stop.
can of fucking
I
Pringles.
totally want them to have the show floor for 20 minutes, dedicated to Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo. Let them fucking show those
They
two
still don't
games
get they
again.
don't still don't get Ghostwire till
Well,
fucking spring.
Doc, can I say something
I
on your
don't think
channel?
Ghostwire Tokyo is dropping this year on Xbox, right?
No, it'll
Doc,
be spring next year.
Only Deathloop.
Yep, Deathloop.
Yeah, yeah,
Doc,
You
Tornado.
get ass loop.
Yeah, you were
I
saying
got
something.
something. I
You're gonna
got
get
something to.
butt lube.
I got something to say though. I'm pretty sure you guys know Supernova Gaming as well, right?
Yeah,
And I'm pretty
absolutely.
sure some of those people that are listening.
Gook,
Mhm.
gook, gook.
I was gonna say I can't help but think. I see that in my mind. I'm like, yay!
Oh,
Uncle Uncle Philly is the best. Good, good, good.
Mm.
His Joker laugh, though, man.
Oh man.
His Joker impression is on
I
point,
like the
guys.
Hang
guy
on.
though. I'm
I
telling
got you.
you.
And hey, he helped me. I got stuck
Oh
on
man.
Kina, and I fucking had to go take my kids to school or something, and I ended up in this loop. I couldn't figure it out. He screen watched my gameplay
Oh,
and
is
fucking
it?
helped me figure it out. Yeah, I had like for 3 hours I was trying to figure out where to go, and he fucking helped me, dude.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah, man.
By watching my screen, he was like, "Oh no, down there. You see, there's actually a path down there." And I'm like, "I've been running around for like 6 fucking hours, man." I was like, I was like, "Thanks."
So after that, they're gonna show a bunch of CGI trailer again, or they
Oh
might
man.
show a little bit of gameplay. Hopefully this time, but no release dates. That's what I'm getting at. They are not gonna showcase anything which is gonna drop this year from the first party studios. They might end up showing Hellblade 2, a little bit of gameplay, a boss fight or something, and they might say
I think they'll show
launching in
some gameplay of
2023.
Avowed, but I think that's
That's the
still be
best
like two
they
years
can
out.
come up with. So even Fable, it's still in the very goddamn early phase of development. Starfield is in development hell, as per some of the articles we've
Well,
been
that
seeing.
fucking engine ran like
Oh my
shit 10
god.
years ago. I can't imagine now.
I think it looks like a PS3 game, man. That is the reason they do not want to showcase it. That is the reason
Well,
they're holding back
their
on the
last
gameplay.
gen games, I was like, holy fuck, man, this isn't even good
I
PS3.
think Cyberpunk 2077 is in a good spot right now, correct? So much of the bugs got
It's a lot better than what it
ironed
was.
out. So I'm planning
If
to
you
play
if
that game because
Yeah,
I held it off on buying it. So now because it is included in the PS Plus Deluxe for the a 5 hour trial, I think that's gonna be great for me. I just want to download that
yeah, I know.
154
For me,
GB
even
bullshit.
not only getting whatever 300-400 PS3 games, and then you get classics every month, the game trials alone for me to
Or
be
worth the
like, I
value.
might see a game and be, I'm gonna wait for a discount, and it's like, and then I play a game like I did that last year with Guardians. I got it for 30. If I would have
Yeah,
gotten to try that game, I would have fucking been like, man, I'm $60 right now, and I would have saved myself $30 by playing Deathloop for
correct.
fucking an hour or two because I would have been like,
yep.
fuck that shit.
Yeah, those demos would have helped you out, man. Just for those
Oh
dry
yeah, the
Or you
game
could
spells.
or
trials demos don't really help you that much. They
or
really don't. But
or or you
At
could have
least
listened to me
you
because I
can get an
warned you.
idea.
I did say Deathloop didn't look shit to me though. You could have listened to me. I
Oh
was
my
bang
god!
on the
Right
money.
from the get
yeah,
go,
those
hated that
critics
game.
got me, man.
I hated
Man,
that
The
game
don't
right
critics,
listen
from
to
the
critics,
get
man.
go.
I
game of the
told
year
you
candidate.
why don't you listen to the old school Sega gamer? I'm usually bang on the money, man. I told you that game was shit. I told you. I tried to
So
warn you.
I think Bethesda might have a couple more games from their what do you say other studios
They
which
might
they
show
have.
Indiana Jones and
They
shit, but
might
they're
show,
still gonna be years out though.
but it's enough for the Xbox, right? It's enough for
Yeah,
them to hype the
they
shit
creamed their
out of
pants last
proportion.
year, and they didn't see a fucking second of gameplay from not
Yeah,
one of their
that's enough.
games.
That's what they're getting next month. So here I'm gonna say again, Xbox Showcase is gonna be underwhelming as fuck for the entire public, but Xbox are gonna be hyped up because of all those games which are not gonna release.
No, you know what they're gonna be hyped up about, and they're like, "Oh, we don't have any first party games, but we got all these third parties coming to Game Pass. Look,
Yeah,
we got
Uncle
little
Philly
fucking
is the
cuddle
best.
bears.
Good,
We got
good,
fucking
good,
cuddle
good.
bears, jolly jillies."
Yeah, let them
Fucking
cream their pants, as you said. So I feel
man.
PlayStation might
Hey,
again
it's like
release a showcase in either August or September. I don't think there might be a state of play which might address not even God of War. They might have a state of play which addresses indie games again, or games which are soon dropping. They're dedicated to PlayStation Plus Premium for the upcoming game, along with a few of the indie games which they have exclusive deals to put on the service. We might even end up having day and date releases on PS Plus Premium. That can happen. They never said we're not gonna put day and date games on PS Plus Premium. It might end up happening if they strike a deal
Hey,
for,
they did that
say,
with the Shadow Warriors free on PS Now.
yeah, it was day and
Yeah, they
date.
could do it with some indies and stuff like
Huge ass games. They're gonna
no.
do with
You
indies.
can't do that many indies like that either, too, because like what happens with Xbox is
Mm.
if you do all those indies, it's like all indies. When you do 4, 5, 6, 8 indies every month, everyone's gonna be like, "Well, I'm not gonna buy indies because eventually I'm just gonna get it in fucking Game Pass anyways." You know,
Totally
so
agree,
You get that kind of mentality
but
then.
with Sony, there is one added benefit, right? They have this classics category, and they have the, what do you say, monthly, still pretty good compared to like Live Gold. So they still gonna drop two PlayStation 4 games, one PS5 game every month as part of the PS Plus for the essential crowd, and for the extra people, they're gonna add a couple of games from what do you say, the PlayStation 4, along with a few of the indies, and for the premium members there are classics. So they are
that's like
still
if you buy for the year, that's like an extra $3.50 a month for the fucking 400 or 500 games or whatever PS4
yeah,
and 5
it's
games.
totally
It's
worth it
fucking.
because it still is incomplete and it still is a work in progress. So
You mean
I
the
think,
premium? I'm talking about the extra.
oh, you're talking about the extra, huh? That's still
I think
worth
that's
it,
what most
right?
people will get.
Yeah,
I think with what's okay, say Sony waited like 2 years to do this and dropped all the PS1 and 2 games, people would get it for a year and then get off premium. I think
correct.
with
That
them,
might happen.
with having the premium, it's like, oh, you get this PS Crisis Core drops in June. People are like, oh, I love that game, and they
Fuck
sign up
you,
for it, and
Nelson.
then
Don't like
uh,
give me the hopes up, man. Why the fuck did you
hey,
mention
it could
Crisis Core?
happen.
Screw you.
It could happen,
Crisis Core
but
Final Fantasy VII was one of the best PSP games I played. Fuck, it was
yeah,
far and beyond anything the PSP could handle, man. Along with Third
but it
Birthday. You
it
remember
keeps
Third
people in
Birthday?
when they have something to look forward to, because like
Correct.
say Crisis Core gets in there, you get premium, and then 2 months later,
Nostalgia is a bitch.
Xenogears, yeah,
Yeah.
Xenogears gets in there. That's what the problem is. If you drop it all at once, people will have it for a year and been like, okay, that was cool.
Correct.
It's
That
that
that's what they're
anticipation,
doing. The only thing
Yeah.
wrong what they did was absolutely mentioning 700 plus games. If they wouldn't have mentioned 700 plus, people would have been extremely happy with this launch. Correct? Now they are saying,
True. True.
Okay, if you get premium, you get all the PS4, PS5, and PS3 games. There's 888 in there right now,
hmm,
and that's not including the games they're going to add. So
okay, you're saying
I
PS
know they're going
Now.
to take some away. Yeah, yeah, I
Hmm,
know, but most of all the games that are in there now, except for they're going to take some out probably,
correct.
licensing and what some of the junk,
Hope they
and
do
that
not
stuff's
like.
all going to go in there too.
Do you think,
They're
Nelson,
not
they're
going to get rid of
just
those
fucking
PS3 games.
porting over, updating licenses of whatever the games there were on PS Now? Or they're gonna bring in new games?
No, I think they're going to just port them over.
Fuck that. Because there are a
They
whole bunch
have
of games
basically all the
which,
ones for PS3 that
yeah.
I mean, you have
I think the
almost all the
PS3
exclusives.
library is still great. It is amazing on
Yeah,
PS Now.
no,
That,
they're the new stuff is going to be the PSP, PS1, and
yeah,
PS2. That's what they're going
I
to be
want
adding.
more of those games, man. I think it's gonna take more time for them.
That's what they're working on. But in
Oh,
the meantime, you got all the PS. Okay, so if you just got PS4 and find the extra, it's like 400 or 500 games or whatever. And then if you get the premium, you get all the PS3 games, which already puts you at fucking 700, 800, whatever. And then they're adding to the
got
PSP,
it, got it.
PS1, and PS2
So
library.
basically, they're not gonna have a whole bunch of
Yeah,
new stuff.
you can't leave out. You're not going to
Correct.
have a lot at launch. They're going to continue to add on to that, but they're not going to add on to
But they have also
PS3.
confirmed one
That's going
more
to just stay
thing.
there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because they have mentioned that they're gonna update the library twice a month. Like every 15
Yep,
days, they're
yep.
gonna drop new
So
games.
you'll get probably a PS4, PS5 game at the beginning of the month, and then a
Mm,
PS. Say you get a PS4 and a PS2 game at the beginning of the month, and the mid month, say you get a PSP and a PS5 game.
that makes perfect sense. Correct. So
So you get one for each tier.
so just name a month before I wrap up the show. I think we have covered most of the shit, most of the
Mm-hmm.
questions our chat
I would pay the
had
20 extra a
has
month
been
just to keep
answered.
the PS3 games because my kids play a lot of them. So
Okay. Here's my question to both Tornado and Nelson. 1 month at the top of your mind, when is gonna be the next, not the state of play, the next big PlayStation future of gaming showcase? My guess is
Hmm.
August. What's your take?
September,
September.
Yeah, I'm
What
going with
about you,
September as
Tornado?
well.
I think there'll
September.
be a state of play next month though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then I
Oh,
think
that's it.
sometime in either probably July, I would say, or late June,
Hmm.
they'll have a God of War showcase,
Hopefully, because they have
state of
been
play.
seeing how many times a week God of War Ragnarok is trending on Twitter. It's always trending, even with the
I know the
slightest of
trailer's cut,
nudges.
so
Yeah, correct.
it's
We'll
ready.
just have to. We'll just have to wait and
People
see,
are
man. They're
still
just waiting for
spreading
the right time and the
misinformation,
right moment.
saying that
That's what
the
Sony is
Someone
doing.
latest
someone who's
trailer
seen the trailer, no, they're
was,
waiting to know
what do you
that they
say,
can make a date.
downgraded.
No, they're waiting to make sure they can make a date.
I'd
Hmm.
say they're waiting for the right time and the right moment.
So
That's what it is. That's what it
here,
No,
comes down
here's
to.
the
they
reason.
want to be. I
Here's the
told you what
reason
they're
why I
behind it
feel
already.
next month
I
we're
know, I
not
know, I
gonna
know,
see
I know.
any showcase because they want to totally focus on this PS Plus Premium right now. I don't think they're gonna take away the focus from PS Plus Premium next month. They might have a state of play as you mentioned, but I feel July state of play and September showcase. That makes the lot of sense. Correct?
Hmm. Yeah.
Hopefully, nobody knows, man. There are no insiders. The
I think
people
they
are
like to get
spreading
out all the
shit.
news, and then they'll come with a state of play and then a God of War thing to kind of smash everyone else's fucking
Hmm.
shit. You know,
Nothing can stand against Kratos. Come on, they need to accept that shit.
True.
Nothing on any showcase can stand against it. Just imagine having Kratos with a boss fight. That's gonna be like above and beyond what was not achieved on God of War 2018. Hopefully, with this 4 year gap, hope the boss fights receive more love apart from just being Valkyries getting the best what do you say combat ever
well, this one
facing
is
a
2
boss.
and 3 combined, so I would expect there to be
Hmm.
more because they would have split the bosses up between those two games.
I I, I still feel the
The
boss
team,
fights in God of
the
War
team did
1,
not
2
want to
and 3
make
are better
a
than God of
whole.
War 2018, man.
Yeah, me too. That's easy.
So I want
But
that to
I think the way
happen.
they look, they were looking at the game as a trilogy in the first place, and there's a lot less. What do you want to call it?
Filler.
No, there's a lot less Norse gods than there are
Hmm, correct. That's
Greek.
the reason they could not
But
put in too
and
much.
they could not come up with like more. They had to come up with some better beasts or something because I get you didn't want to use all the gods because you'd run out of them really fast over 3 games because there's small trees. It's not
Anyways,
like Greece where there's
Fimble
all
Winter
kinds, but
is here, folks. Fimble Winter is here. And it's gonna be chilly out there and the end of
they
the
had to be a
world.
little more creative on the beast side because
Hmm.
yeah, that got old.
I totally agree. I think with that, we can wrap up the show right now. We just wanted to review the PlayStation Plus. I think this is the episode wherein we spoke the least about Xbox and Game Pass. Don't you agree, guys?
They're not
Almost
interesting.
over
Believe me.
90% of what we spoke today on this episode was all about PlayStation. So that's
Hey,
how
that's what it's
it
all
is.
about.
Hopefully, we are gonna do one thing, Nelson and Tornado. Next month, after the Summer Game Fest, we're
Hmm.
gonna either do a live stream or a quick reaction video after that, because it's a huge showcase which is being hyped up. Hopefully, we get some reveals from big third-party games, and then
Which one? Which one?
Summer Game Fest, which is going
Oh,
live
from
on
Jeff
June
Keighley.
9th.
Yeah.
June
When
9th.
is it?
Let's see.
Yeah.
12th of June,
Okay.
I believe.
12th
Something
of
like
June
that.
is Microsoft Bethesda Showcase. 9th
Oh,
is Summer Game Fest.
the ninth. Yeah, that's the one. That's
Yeah,
the one we're
it's
looking for.
being
Yeah.
hosted by Jeff Keighley, as usual.
Yeah. That's the
So,
one we're looking
so
for.
we are going to live stream the shit out of it and have some nice reactions to that. And oh my
Let's see what they
god,
got.
we are going to react to Microsoft Bethesda Showcase. Grab your popcorns, motherfuckers. We are here. with a watchful eye. You can spread bullshit regarding CGI trailers and made up release dates. We are gonna bring the nail on the coffins this time. If it's good,
Let's see
it's
what they
good.
bring.
Yeah, we are
I'm
interested.
really curious.
Very curious indeed. So with that, thanks for watching, guys. This is Dr. Shivara from the PS Vortex podcast, and give it up to Nelson and Tornado for dropping in with such a short notice of minutes. Thanks again. You guys make the
No
show
worries.
brilliant. This is a trifecta here. Myself, Nelson, and Tornado. Nobody can break this bond. Anyways, thanks
All
again for
right.
dropping. See you guys next
Have a good
time.
one, folks.
Hopefully, you guys will be here on Thursday's PS Vortex podcast episode 42. Rick's Mix and King Trash have agreed to join, so it's gonna be huge.
Oh, hey,
He
I'm
just
I'm
DM'd
down.
me. He said I'm gonna join your next episode, so I'm gonna keep him informed well in advance so that he's gonna be here right from the get go. So with that said, with that beautiful thoughts, PS Plus Premium is still the best value in gaming, despite being a work in progress. Got it? Peace out.
Hey, works for me.